If in the waters of the Nile I should swim for quite a while, I think I'd find a crocodile sitting there, all stumped, with a face contorted into a scowl. And he'd say to me, Why art thou in my living room? For you should take your slippers off before encroaching on my space. I am hungry for flamingos and play roulette at the table when we play alligator spades. And I say to myself, what nonsense, what ridiculous depravity. And so I took a bath and woke the next morning, bathed like a babe. And there I saw a man named and the whole world was just a ticking time bomb inside his head. And then, from out of the wilderness in the gray, grim forest of night, there came a hawk holding a magical coin made of light. And thus he handed me the coin, and I wrapped it in my palm, made a fist, and waved it 3 times back and forth. And you know what happened? That light went out because I had killed the poor lightning bug who made it glow. Oh, what wonders the eyes can see, what vast and merchant sea beyond this world we know, and the deep gray forest of the black gates of hell in night. And there the crocodile said to me, for his eyes were ticking with the passage of time, and nearly sleeping in a quaint and curious crocodile with his head within a book of lore. He grew legs, and I said, aren't you an Egyptian god? And he said, I don't work for the pharaohs anymore. And I thought this a funny story. And so I jotted it down in my iPad and thought to myself, why did I download all those songs? And then I realized that the world is my oyster, my crocodile sitting on a stool with human legs, smoking the same hookah as the Easter bunny who lays eggs. And that paranoid little rabbit from Tricks, who I keep telling you, take the Trix cereal from those kids. You just want to feel better. And so the story got a little crazed. And as I'm twitching, dreaming of the days when all In all, I swam that mile in the Nile like a long-awaited trial with the crocodile. And so I saw a flamenco dance, a blue heron prance, and wondered, where are their dans? And so up in the sky they flew, and in circles one made Lou. Oh, what wondrous oceanic skies that shine a pound of silver on the crocodile's nose. And those waters felt good and cool, and I was once refrained, and twice I arose. Oh, what misery those clouds above thy formly shapes and mirrored loves, the way thy beauty takes all these weird juxtaposed images and characters, like a photograph on a silver plate. And there off in the distance an angel did appear, and I called that angel Magdamere. And Magdamere allowed me walk and bade me say, goodbye, cruel world, for all the cruelness that you gave. But I wrote the most beautiful words, and I thought myself an ignoramus, in that I had no idea where I was in the direction of the story. And so I looked into the camera and saw with unblinking eyes that an audience was looking back at me, and Mr. Crocodile had died. And that's when I moved to Florida. Who is that? Said the narrator. It is I. And I said, who is I? And no answer came. And so I entertained the thought, and all my mixed emotions and all my mixed feelings and wrought. What a glorious summer! What a glorious winter! Oh, do shut up. No, I think I should go on. The story's ended. Find a different way to talk. And all the alabaster stone collapsing from the throne, the Pharaoh fell on his red hiney. And I said, would you like to buy me a drink or two? And Cleopatra went into a craze. And I said, what's the matter with you? And she said, oh, boo-hoo, I'll be alone for the rest of my days. And what wondrous oceanic skies. This beauty, this tangential existence, so bizarre is existence, that existence should even exist, let alone persist. And yet everything makes sense internally, the logic of the world. But if I should look outside my immediate space, I find that even objects that seem commonplace are, and I don't know why. I ask myself, what is the time? For I hear the sound of fear and dread and demons, succubus, in the dark and craggy spaces beneath the square stairwell that descends to the heavens. Oh, what magnificent and glorious praise that the forest should fall ill to a virus, pestilence, and plague. And where, I ask, am I?